Guess who's back?
Most incredible, baby.
Welcome to the Dark Room. We talk about everything sex.
Okay, let me shut up now.
Woohoo! And of course, that time to tell you what I honestly think about size, if it mattered or not. Now, this is my verdict, and take a seat, because this is going to be a long one.
This is my only favorite station.
In my opinion, everything matters. Size, scales, they all matter in the scheme of things. Because when it comes to sex and great satisfaction, the size of a manhood is important, but the skills, my brother, the skills matters even more. And talking about skills, practice makes perfect, right? But who wants to achieve perfect when practice is so much fun? Now, to be more critical, I would say the size is relative to the receiver, and it's basically how well you work with what you have. Size, of course, can be a bonus, but it is not the be-all and end-all, especially if it's not skilled or its owner is a bit on the boring side of things. Now, believe it or believe it, I have been on radio talking about sex, love, relationship long enough to know that far more women won't have sex with a guy just because he's too large than small. I have gotten mails from women asking ways they could learn to cope with their partner's massive size, and likewise men calling in to say they really don't understand why their women complain about pain during sex just because he's endowed. Now look, I will tell you some things you need to know. First, penetration is just 1% of all the things that give great sexual satisfaction. You need to understand that for majority of women, orgasm comes from oral sex or masturbation. Truth is, if you have a non-multi-orgasmic woman that magically climaxes with you during penetration every goddamn time, let me bust your bubbles. You have an actress. You have a woman faking it. Period.
You're listening to only the best internet radio station in the world. No, the universe.
But allow me clarify the fact that size is classified in different ways. Some women prefer thickness as opposed to length, and that's not a bad thing considering the average erect penis is said to be between 5.88 to 6.2 inches. But not so average penis is a micro penis, which is 2 inches and happens to be a medical condition, and it occurs in approximately 6% of males. Now, I don't think it is a size that really concerns women, just as long as we don't have to deal with a micro penis. It's just really about the shape and thickness, so have some good girth or width, something filling enough. And also put in mind, guys, that the G-spot is not far away from the entrance of the vagina. It's just 2 or 3 inches away, so not so much length is needed, but width and skills. Although size does matter, it seems like the number one factor here is thickness. So instead of you wondering whether the length of your penis will satisfy her, it is important you learn how to pleasure your woman in ways she enjoys. The bottom line is, the thicker the cock, the better the pleasure.
Pleasure. Best days feels just so good when you're tuned in to your one and only station.